What's going on, you guys? Sarge here, and welcome back to PP Park. Thank you. Damn, every time I upload a video, it gets harder to upload the next one. I might need to get a schedule. But that's not important right now, you guys. Last time, I talked about my Super Smash Bros. Tournament arc. In it, I talked about the struggles I faced during the tournament. This week, I'm talking about how the training went. Now, mind you, it's been a couple of weeks since the tournament ended, but I'm going to still be covering this, and it's going to be a real blast. Alright, you guys? So, without further ado, let's freaking go! Cut to the scene, Barry. Cut to the scene. Alright, and my first match in of the official training started with a Ganon. Now, naturally, when I hopped into these, my first match, I didn't know what to expect. I was struggling to basically learn an entirely new character all over again. I'll briefly go over. Mii Fighter by no means was an easy character to learn. I started with a Ganon, which I actually thought was good for me because it was a mano a mano. I didn't really have to deal with too many confusing things like with spells or long range attacks, nothing like that. Even an arms character seemed like a little too much at the time. But this was a perfect starting point. I'd gone in swinging aggressively, as you can see here. I was mainly relying on my nice little ball to get the job done. I was pressuring him so well during this, so much so that I'm pretty sure I kept him off stage, and I kept switching between my cannonball and my suplex to doing some real nice damage, and occasionally use my axe kick to get him disoriented. Now, as you can see here, it's going. He's just oof. He's trying to get. Ooh, he grabbed me right there. That's not good. Oh, I got an axe kick. I'll be honest, I don't remember half the fight. I kept pressuring and pressuring. I'm actually doing very well with these cannonballs, but he got me with the axe, unfortunately. Or axe? More like a sword. Come on, Sarge, get it together. Here you can see I got the KO punch, and that's game for round 1. My second fight in was against an Ike. Now this was perfect for 2 reasons. I needed to learn 1, how to get in close, and 3, my spacing. See, the biggest problem with sword characters is they outrange Mii Fighter at almost every turn. Having that extra distance, I needed to learn how to space myself correctly with my attacks. Now, obviously, this guy wasn't the best, as you can see during this video. I'm just smacking him around and spacing him out with my cannonball. I got him right now with my axe kick. And we were just trading blows, but he didn't seem to know how to space himself correctly, and that was a good thing for me. I was trying to learn how to keep myself in, but keep myself out of his distance range. Does that make sense? I don't know. Here we go. I'm actually outmaneuvering him fairly easily right now. As you can see, I feint kicked a little while ago and got him with an axe kick, but he got me back. Oh, but that's game. Game 3. Now this one was actually a lot harder for me. This is where I got my first loss. This Lucario knew how to space himself perfectly. I also changed from Guy Fury to Obama, which left me kind of vulnerable. I didn't have a suplex or a grab move, and I was really chasing after him. And the more damage I packed on, the stronger he got. So this fight was actually, it dragged out more so than all the other fights in my opinion. Well, in my opinion, it was the longest one. But this guy had his spacing down perfectly. I was always out of his range, I was always out of his range, but he was never in mine. It was a really back and forth. It really felt like I was chasing him during this entire match, and it didn't seem like it was letting up. We actually ended up going into time during this fight, but as you can see here, where I'm just running after him, he's just avoiding me at all costs, racking up that damage for that juicy counter attack. And yeah, here it goes into time, and I ended up losing. After the Lucario fight, it was just downhill from here. I couldn't really learn my spacing correctly throughout the entire training arc, but this is where it got worse. So I had to be mindful of characters that can now outspeed me, and a prime example of that was Inkling. It's one of the most fastest characters in the game, or at least I'm pretty sure. Barry fact check that. But he was just spinning circles around me. It was no joke. Like, I couldn't do anything. Its powerful aerial attacks just come out faster than most of my attacks, so I was struggling to land even a single hit, let alone KO. I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this fight ended in my biggest loss yet. It's just not good, not good at all. He took almost all my stocks. I couldn't even take one. I was struggling. He kept juggling me in the air like I was a piece of confetti. Confetti? Is that the right word? Nah, couldn't be. But here you see axe kicks did nothing, burning kicks did nothing. Kept trying my best, but it looks I did get one stock off at least. That was the victory there, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and yeah, that's game. This fight was a reiteration of what just happened with Inkling. The difference was it was a Pikachu and it was way better at keeping me off the stage. I'm not by no means any good at this game, but this was something I was struggling with, just being able to stay on the stage, and it was perfect at guarding every aspect. You'll see here in a little bit, yeah, right there, it used Thunderbolt to keep me from coming back to the stage. It was guarding high and low at the same time. I just couldn't do anything. I lost all my stocks, only managed to get one, and that's game. I don't know why, but he decided to rematch me again, and this time I got a little more smarter as to what it was doing, and I was able to guard a little more effectively. I was using my cannonball to space and stop it from using its little spark attack. It actually seemed to confuse him a little bit, and I was using burning kick to get back to the stage. This mixed up the way I was getting back to stage, and it actually confused them. I managed to turn it around here, and you'll see in a second, the burning kick was actually really helpful during this match. Yeah, I fell. Burning kick. It confused him. The thing with burning kick is it was able to hop over his attacks temporarily and then hit him, which actually got in some pretty good damage, as you saw right there. After being bodied so many times, I realized I need to practice at least a combo to get in some decent damage during the start of the games. I practiced here, and then after I practiced for a little bit, I got matched up with a few guys who were playing on the regular maps, you know, not the flat stages. So nothing really too important here happened. Okay, a quick side note here. This was the first other Mii fighter I saw playing online. He was doing Sword Fighter, and I actually had fun playing with this person in particular. I think we only faced one time, but it was really fun for me because, you know, it was a back and forth match, nothing too cheap or dirty. I wasn't being like guarded off stage or just being outsped. It was a really fun match. You know, I got a stock in, he got a stock in. He was actually really good with his attacks. He kept confusing me with his burning sword. Normally I don't see too many people play with that, but that's what really got me towards the end of the match. His spin attack when he launches himself was great for recovery, and then he was using the Ike type of up B where you launch yourself and then smack down on the ground. He also had counter, which I didn't see until like towards the end of the match, and that's what actually ended up doing me. And you saw right now I got hit by the counter. He recovered again very perfectly. He's got pretty good mix-up, so I can't really guard when he's off the stage, but another burning sword, and right here's the counter. Wait for it. Yeah, that was game. Okay, this is match, I think either 8 or 7, I'm not entirely sure, but as you guys can see, I forgot to mention earlier, I swapped from Obama to actually Mr. Clean. All their movesets are different, but I wanted to make sure I had the best of everything when I was fighting these guys. This match, I'm not that proud of. I was so out of range. And his little fireball attack kept messing me up. I couldn't really get in for a good solid hit sometimes. And even if I attempted from the air, he'd just smack me with the sword. It was just too much. I think my biggest problem is learning spacing. And you'll see during most of these matches, a lack of non-awareness of spacing is what really did me in most of the time. Yeah, right here. Not proud of this. And we're on to the final match. Again, with sword characters. This is probably one of my hardest matchups. Even without me fighter being a difficult character to relearn during the training arc, Roy's in general would just always mess me up. Something I struggled with absolutely even before I picked up me fighter or any character was just that the fact that Roy's could just hop in the air and do an air attack, and it just comes out so fast, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. And I mean, yeah, there was a few things I could have done by, like, I don't know, learn to play a fast character, but I like to play the characters I like to play. Now, I fought him a total of 3 times, and each time it just didn't go well for me. Here, in the previous match, he just kept air attacking, air attack, air attack. In this one, he was a little more grounded, but he was just better at spacing himself. I couldn't reach him with my little nub hands. And yep, here's another stock loss, and that's the second game. It was terrible. Here in the third game, we went to the same map, but this one just didn't work out either. I tried to space him out with my little cannonball, but he was zooming on the ground. By the time I tossed it out, I was already getting smacked in the air. Well, smacked into the air, but it just didn't end well. Oh, there's game 3. Oh, I actually did a game 4. I forgot about this one. Yeah, I did a little bit of trading. I was actually getting the hang of it on this final one, I think. I can see here, we're keeping our distance from each other. He's expecting me to go in, but I'm expecting him to come to me. There was a little back and forth right there, you can see here. He just stopped for a second, I don't know why. Maybe his controller disconnected, but it didn't end up so well for me. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a little more different than what I normally do. If you guys like this style of commentary, please let me know in the comments. If you prefer a more story innovated, if you prefer a more story-based videos, do let me know. I will be reading your comments below. But yeah, this is how my training went. I'll tell you right now that, to be honest, I should have learned spacing and how to be better at combos. I think those 2 factors are really ended up being my downfall during the entire training. And in next week's video, you'll see how it ended up screwing me up during the actual tournament. But that's a story for a month from now. I don't know. I'm bad at posting. I'll get it together. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting PP Park, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.